The STV Radio Football Show is brought to you by CR Smith. CR Smith are Scotland's top-rated window and doors company on Trustpilot, rated 4.9 out of 5, with over 5,500 reviews. CR Smith have fitted over 1 million windows and doors across Scotland. They offer great financial rates, so you can get the best product for your home at an affordable rate. We're all lovers of the beautiful game. Well, CR Smith make beautiful windows for beautiful homes. It's an open goal. Head to crsmith.co.uk for more info. Now it's time for the podcast.
The STV Radio Football Show, brought to you by CR Smith.
Hello and welcome to the STV Radio Football Show, brought to you by CR Smith. I am your host, Ronnie Charters, as ever, joined by the delightful Ewen Cameron.
Hello, Ronnie Charters.
Jeez.
Have you done this before?
You shut up. Nobody knows you're here yet.
Sorry.
No, wait.
Just liven it up a wee bit.
I've had a great weekend.
Have you? You want to tell your face that? Jesus.
Hearts were in action.
So
I
you
had a
couldn't get
chilled
beat?
out. I had a relaxed weekend.
Nice.
I wasn't stressed. I'm chilled. I'm ready to go. Talk about the Scottish Cup. Talk about the Championship. League One, League Two. Talk about Michael Stewart. Talk about soup. Let's do it all.
STV Radio Football Show, folks. That's thrown me, I'm not going to lie. Callum Bell's back, everybody!
Can I clap myself?
He's
Is that
back,
okay?
looking whiter than when he left.
Yeah.
But hey-ho.
Don't do tanning. Sorry, guys.
So you've been away for what? 3 weeks in South America?
4 episodes, yeah. Did you miss me?
No.
No.
Nice.
We missed your editing skills.
Yeah, and in fact, when you look at the comments, nobody else missed you either. How was South America?
It was wonderful. Thanks
Was
for
it?
asking. I had a blast. I had
Yeah.
a really, really good time. I did miss you too.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed Ronnie.
I did put a picture of you and the lovely Cara up on my Twitter feed last night, asking, did you, on a dream holiday to South America, pop the question to your beautiful girlfriend? I mean, it would have been the perfect opportunity on such a perfect holiday, a once-in-a-lifetime holiday to
Your
pop the questions.
Your Instagram was like a movie set.
Oh, a
It was
beautiful, mate.
lovely.
It was
It'd be
gorgeous.
picturesque.
It was lovely, yeah. No-
So many great moments to pop the question.
Yep.
So many beautiful locations where you could pop the question. Historical.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Machu Picchu, the salt flats of Bolivia, the sand dunes of Peru. Yeah, loads of them. I did ask a very important question to her. I know I've maybe kept this from you guys, so I'm a wee bit nervous to ask it. But we got to the top of Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
It was stunning. Sometimes you don't get the right view, but it was perfect. We were there at 6 a.m. We were one of the first people there, and I turned to her and I asked someone else to hold the camera and film it while I asked her. And I looked her in the eye and I said, Cara, will you come to the STV Radio Football Show live on Wednesday the 20th of May? And she said, guys, I will.
I'd have feckin' slapped you.
You and you come back from Machu Picchu.
No, I wouldn't. But
Machu
If I was Cara,
Picchu.
that is she coming to? Oh, we haven't even.
you
have
haven't
we-
announced
that
it
was
yet.
his wee
That was my
clever way of
segue
doing
for
it.
you, but then you guys
But-
didn't even notice.
No, we did, but we'd rather rip the piss for what also you're wearing.
Yeah.
Because if you're listening to this, ladies and gentlemen, you do not get the visual present. He's come back with a bin liner on, dressed as, right,
It's
go on.
so hot.
What is that?
On the last day.
What is
You
that?
sound incredulous. On the last day in Bogota, before we flew home.
was in Bogota,
My
ladies
last
and
day in Bogota, Colombia. Was walking down a Sunday market, and I still had like a wee bit of Colombian pesos left, and I saw this fake retro football top, and the woman went, "That'll be £12, but in Colombian money," and I didn't even haggle. I went, "Take my money, take 13," and now that I'm wearing it, it's very hot. It's very thin.
What team is it?
They're called Millonarios.
Okay,
They're a Colombian club
from
team.
Colombia.
I want you to figure out their latest results.
No problem.
And whether we think Millonarios becomes our away team.
Well, Alfredo Morelos does play for a team in Colombia, but not this one.
Okay.
He did mention the STV Radio Football Show live.
The STV Radio Football Show.
We are going live.
Ladies and
we're
gentlemen,
recording a show live.
we've got a big announcement to make on this podcast.
are we making it now?
We're going to do it
Let's
right
do it
now.
now.
Let's do the klaxon.
Millonarios won 1-0 in their last game.
Oh, well done.
Against Boston River. Well done, guys.
So, folks, in case you're wondering, it has been a lovely time in the studio with you two and some mystery guests and whatnot. But we've decided to go on the road for the big end of season bash. The bosses agreed to it God knows how they agreed to it, but we've got it over the line.
We're going to Oranmore.
We're going to Oranmore on Wednesday, the 20th of May, Wednesday night at Oranmore.
4 days after the final league games of the season.
2 days before the Scottish Cup final. It could get messy, ladies and gentlemen, regardless of how it goes. Some of the guests already announced. I feel like the transmit man who comes away with all the headliners. We've got Frank McAvenny. I've got them here.
Oh, sorry, I was just trying to be helpful.
We've got Frank McAvenny coming, the Celtic and West Ham legend. We've got Motherwell and Scotland star Stephen O'Donnell. We've got STV Radio's very own Kat Harvey, your work wife,
Please
joining
don't
us.
say the other two yet, because we're not allowed
We're
to
not
say
allowed
it.
to say who the other two yet. There's, and maybe even more, because I'm just thinking of a third who said would join us, if you remember back 3 weeks ago.
They are. The
got
third one is going to do a dance for us.
We've got so many mystery guests coming as well.
They're
It's
so
going to be a
mysterious that
fantastic...
I don't know who they are. I don't know who you're talking about.
It's going to be a... That's what happens when you go to Bogota for 3 weeks, pal. Sorry to tell you. A fantastic night. Tickets are on sale now.
Well, midday on Monday, but yeah, this podcast will come out before then because I'm good at what I do. So they'll be on sale
out
at
now.
midday. Midday Monday.
I'm so excited. I think it's going to be great fun.
It'll be great if Hearts win the league. If not, it's going to be a nightmare for yours truly, because people will just come and slag me off massively.
How much do you think people would pay to come and see you 4 days after Hearts have bottled the league to insult you and throw things at you at a very close physical proximity?
I think if we did that for the Children's Appeal, we'd end world hunger.
We'd end world hunger.
I think we'd get
end world hunger.
We'd get a bidding war. We'd get a bidding war on the go, and I tell
a
you
wee
what,
bidding
and
war.
I'd be at the front of the queue with my Amex going, right, take my money. But you don't need to take my money, because all you need is a tenner.
It's a
A
tenner.
tenner to get in.
That's a tenner.
That's nothing.
The only reason I agreed to do this is because it is going to be our end of season podcast.
He's getting paid for it.
No.
And he likes attention. But
No,
apart from that,
and it's to review the season. The
Yeah.
season's over. It's the 20th of May, a couple of days after the last league games of the campaign, and we're going to film it, and it's going to be a podcast as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it from that point of view. I think it'll be good fun. It'll be a good way to speak to the fans who'll be there. They can tell us what they thought of the season,
Yeah.
because you're going to be involved as well.
Front and centre.
well,
yeah.
we hope you're there. Please buy a ticket.
Yeah.
You'll be involved, because we'll have a roving mic in the middle of the audience to ask questions and stuff. But there's a lot planned for the night, so I'm looking forward to it.
STV Radio Football Show live. Search it now. £10 a ticket. It's at Oranmore in Glasgow, Wednesday the 20th of May, and you can get your tickets, as Callum says, from 12 noon. If you've not already listening to it, on Monday the 20th of April.
It's really exciting.
It's good fun.
12 noon.
12 noon.
And the show's from 7 till late. For
7
till as late as you want to stay.
7 till late. And we'll organise an after party, won't we?
It's a school night. There'll be people who want to get home.
I'm off on the Thursday bit.
So am I.
Oh, are you?
Oh, yes. He's in the
I take
breakfast
that.
show at 9 in the morning, isn't he?
Yeah. Right. Anyway, moving on.
Right, so if you've not get enough of your fix of Ewen Cameron and I, 2 till 6 on a Saturday on the radio, STV Radio. I missed you yesterday because I was at the football, didn't I?
You were there for Celtic. No, sorry, for St Mirren. No.
Take your time.
Falkirk.
Dunfermline,
It's all right,
Falkirk
we'll
on
keep you right.
Saturday. And there's been a lot of this, though, to be fair.
Aye.
And, yeah, so 2 till 6 on a Saturday. And even, Callum will vouch for this, even today, people were coming up to us with comments that they wanted read out on the podcast. Because the comment section this week lit up as well.
Yeah.
We had the one and only Rory Hamilton joining us last week.
He
Right,
was
I've got-
fantastic, by the way.
He was very good,
Great
wasn't
guy.
he?
Ewan, a guy stopped Callum and I at Hampden today, says, love the podcast, guys. Hopefully, is it coming back next year? I says, well, aye, hopefully. Tell Ewan he's got a face like a ripped-out bath.
He's got a face like a ripped-out bath.
Yeah. I just loved that. I just loved it. Whoever you are, you'll be listening. He didn't give us his name. But we've got other comments.
He said I had a face like a ripped-out
You've
bath.
got the face like a ripped-out bath.
Right, let's get to some of the comments that we've picked up from X and also from YouTube, from Alberts. Is it just me, or does Ronnie look like one of the wee babies from one of those AI videos? Definitely.
He actually does.
You do. You do.
Who's this? Albert?
That's
Alberts.
Alberts, yeah.
Thanks, Albert.
from
Does that make me look young? Is that what he's trying to say?
Sure.
Stephen says, can Callum just stay on holiday permanently, please? Well, we did try, Stephen, but he's back.
Sadly.
From Niall, sorry, this is boring pish. I didn't think that Rory was that bad.
I thought Rory was quite good. That's the Rory Hamilton gig cancelled for the live show then, isn't it?
Clearly.
CFC 1888, excited for Callum to come back. I've been missing Cara updates every 5 minutes.
that one really hurt my feelings. She's well, by the way.
We didn't ask.
Kevoid 1872, shout out to Rory Hamilton. What a guy. The voice of Rangers Europa League journey 21-22. We'll never forget some of his amazing quotes. Therein, Dreamland Deutschland was one of his quotes during their run to the UEFA Cup final, or the Europa League finals, it's known now. And Mike says, wish Ewan would just admit he's a Rangers supporter. The reason I won't admit it, Mike, is because I'm a Hearts fan. And the maroon and white scarf that is tied round my microphone should also tell you that. And when I'm sat here in my Hearts jersey, it would also tell you that I am a Hearts supporter. And the reason I'm not wearing my Hearts jersey today is because Hearts are not playing.
Because you get pumped at the Scottish Cup early doors.
No, it's over there.
Because you get pumped at the Scottish Cup early doors. G2020, you'd never get tired of punching that ginger guy.
Is that who's that?
G2020, so I think you find it's Misty Auburn. It's not ginger.
Oh, it's ginger.
I like this one from Mascols. Generally the only thing I look forward to on a Monday. Thanks, lads. It's appreciated. That's kind.
Love him.
Cheers, bud.
A nice wee DM if you want to read it at the end, Ron, at some point.
John says, honestly, it's the best thing I've listened to in a long while. Really not a fan of football. I'm here for the banter. Everyone's top notch. It's a good laugh whilst walking home from a horrible day of work. Really appreciate the part about men's mental health. It's nice to know that we have somewhere to turn if things get a bit too much. Keep up the great entertainment, gents. Keep on keeping on. John in Wishaw. Thank you, John. Oh, he's got his joke for us.
With a swear word in it. Here we go.
Thanks, Johnny boy.
So, John, this is John's joke. A man walks into a bank and yells, "This is a up." The bank manager asks, "Don't you mean stitch up?" He replies, "No, I forgot my gun." Oh, we like that, John.
That's good.
That's good, John. Right.
On a very quick note, I didn't realise that when I left, you two became men's mental health ambassadors. It's actually really quite nice.
We did.
It's really sweet.
Yeah, I've got another. Can I read out? You got one?
You can. No, you go. I'm going to read out joke, so you better do yours first.
No, I'm going to read out this message because a couple of weeks ago, I don't know if you heard the show when we read out Chrissy's message.
I listened to every minute.
And we've been getting messages over the last couple of weeks. This is from Robert, who says, "I've been suffering with mental health issues since the age of 14. He's in his 30s. I've had a long conversation with Rob over the last week or so. I've had therapy, help and guidance, but the work is always there to be done. I'm not going to go into the details of what he went through as a child and what he's still dealing with today." And he says, "I think people struggle to understand why we feel so down when we have it all, like a great partner, a house, a kid, a job, stability, but yet we feel empty and lonely. It's truly crippling, but I just hope we can keep helping other men out there come forward and talk. I'm sure you guys will have received many messages in support of Chris and his message, and we need more of this. I've been fairly open about my mental health, but I've always have the fear of talking about it. But then I listen to you lot hammer each other, and that you come together in support of men's mental health, and you give the subject the recognition it deserves, and it was amazing to hear. Football views, club affiliation, or anything else should never get in the way of helping others. Just by being there, we can save a life, a brother, a father, a son. I feel better for sharing it with you guys. All the very best to you all. Love, Robert." There you go. So Robert stepped forward after hearing us chat, and he's married, Robert. He's got kids, he's got a great job, and everyone thinks, whoa,
yeah,
you've got everything. What's wrong with you? Why are you struggling?
Brave man, Robert.
Yeah.
Sending our love, pal.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, my mate.
Right, so your weekend. So my weekend was basically just spent working at the football constantly.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Worst, we'll get to the two semi-finals. I had a 40th birthday party last night, which I had to curtail because, again, I was working today. So I didn't get to go to my usual level of intoxication. It was quite mild.
Were you being professional?
Semi-professional.
What is wrong with you,
I know.
Ronnie Charters?
Do you know how I know? Because after the third bottle of wine, when I said that's me, the family were like, "Oh, come on, shut up." I went, no, genuinely, I'm up early tomorrow. I was doing a Commonwealth event this morning. No, seriously. And they went, "You've changed. You've changed." I had a wee bit of communion wine this morning. No, that perked me back up again. A wee bit of hair of the dog. Sorry, Father. Didn't mean to. Communion wine's not hair of the dog, but still, very, very good. Your weekend was chilled, you said?
It was a really chilled weekend. It was stress-free because Hearts weren't playing. And like you, I watched a lot of football. I watched the Falkirk versus Dunfermline game and then watched St Mirren versus Celtic. I also watched Liverpool versus Everton. I watched Manchester City versus Arsenal in the Premier League. And I've just had a football weekend. I was working with you for a wee bit on Saturday with the STV Radio football show on STV Radio. But I've really enjoyed my weekend. Really chilled.
Good.
Spent some time with the family.
Weather
Some
was
nice
good and all.
food. Weather was great. Went for a wee dog walk. Yeah, it was perfect.
And Hearts have dropped 0 points this weekend. That must feel nice.
Oh, piss off you.
I've missed you. I've missed this. I
I
really
take it
have.
you were working and all, weren't you?
I was down at Ayr with you on Friday. That was good
my
fun.
Oh,
God.
God.
We
Air
enjoyed that.
races.
Oh my God. I mean, so I know we're in a privileged position in terms of the job we do.
Very
There's
much
people
so,
out there that do a hell of a lot harder jobs than us.
Yes.
Our job can be difficult at times, but sometimes we get a wee reward of doing nice things. One of them is working at Air Races, Ladies' Day, the Friday before the Scottish Grand National. Him and I go down with a cameraman and we interview people. And it is just...
One of the best days of the year.
At 12 o'clock, it's Ladies' Day. See, by 6 o'clock, all hell breaks loose. They were ladies in the way in, they weren't in the way out. Put it that way. Genuinely. How mad was it?
It was incredible.
But it was great.
It was really good fun.
Big up to a man formerly of our parish, Jim Delahunt, who helped us at Air Racecourse, a fantastic venue.
Yep.
Some of the Vox Pops we couldn't even use. See some of the interviews, they got even OTT for us. God, that's a bit much.
I saw Ronnie blush. I've seen that in a long time.
Genuinely, there was a. Well, I'm not even going to go. No, because that would get us turned over. Anyway, yes. And
The only other thing I did of it that makes me sound intelligent, I went to see a film of a book that I'd read. I went to the cinema.
honestly,
It's really nice.
shut up.
It's good.
Right, I've got two jokes.
Wait. What did you go and see?
Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling, the space one.
And
It's really good. Yeah.
recommend it?
The book's one of the ones that's like, it's a lot of maths.
Is it better than the book?
Yeah, because it's easier to understand. And
Why am I
couldn't
not
understand it.
surprised that he
He
read the
prefers them.
book?
Aye.
I've honestly read one book in the last 2 years. It just happened to be they made a film of it, and that was it.
Okay,
Right, I've got two jokes for you this week.
go on.
One of them, I'm not sure about, but I'm going to read it out anyway, and the chief can decide. First one comes from Colin in Cambuslang, who's a jambo. So hi, little Colin in Cambuslang. I'm going to read this carefully. What's the difference between a one-eyed archer and a constipated owl?
A one-eyed archer and a constipated owl?
Yes.
No.
One shoots but can't hit. The other hoots but can't shit.
That's good.
That's good, like that.
Right, now this one.
Is this the dodgy one?
This is a dodgy one. I think
Who's this fey?
it... Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, it came from you. I've only copied
from
it.
the Instagram.
We'll get the name in a minute.
Is it an
just
Instagram joke?
Yeah,
Do you know the one that
it's-
is?
We are inundated with folk in our DMs.
Keep
sending Instagram
honestly, keep
jokes.
sending them. They're
doing
brilliant. Right, this one. Now take this in the humour that it's intended, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Okay. Two women are walking through a graveyard, heading home from a night out.
Right.
They both desperately need to pee and crouch down to do their duty. When they finish, they look around to see if they can use anything to wipe themselves. The first woman uses her knickers and throws them away. The second woman grabs a floral wreath and then throws that away. The next day, the two women's husbands are at the bar having a pint. First husband says, I need to keep an eye on that missus of mine. She came home from a night out with no knickers. The second husband says, that's nothing. My wife came back with a card wedged between her arse cheeks that read, we will all really miss you from all the guys at the fire brigade.
I'm sleeping.
Oh,
No way that's
do you think that's making it?
That is.
making it?
That's definitely making it.
Really?
Of course it
Oh.
is.
From Robbie Brown.
Robbie Brown, thank you.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's funny. That's so good. That is definitely making it. If that gets edited out, I'm resigning.
Edit it. Right, let's get to the football and we'll start.
So good. It's really good.
that That is actually tame in comparison to the one with the nuns who were on the bike going over the cobblestones.
Do you know, that's a very good point.
It is.
I think we might get away with it.
Oh, of course you will.
Right.
The big boss was in here. He went, that's a cracking joke getting told. The big boss of STV was in here going, that's a brilliant joke getting told. Did you hear that one over the cobblestones?
I was here when we did that.
Well, that one's staying.
So, like, send in your jokes, folks. We do love them, genuinely. Some of them.
And we're gone.
That's so good.
Oh, my goodness. And, right, let's get to the football, because we are recording this Sunday night. The sun is still shining outside. Celtic 6, St Mirren 2.
Didn't see that at full time.
Not at all.
Jeez. I mean, right, first of all, your reaction to the game and to the result.
At 2-0, I thought it was done. But then Celtic go and do what they've done quite regularly this season. They don't turn up in the second half. And they allow the teams back into it. And again, I don't know what goes on in that dressing room at half-time, but they come out and they're a bag of shite. Mm-hmm. They are. That last 25 minutes, they were a bag of shite. And St Mirren thoroughly deserved their equaliser in the 91st minute. And I'm going to say it, and this may come back to haunt me.
Oh, here we are.
But if Rangers and Hearts lose the league to the Celtic team, then we might as well just give up. We might as well just stop. Celtic are that bad, they will not win the league. They're not winning the league. They're awful. And I think, as I said, if Hearts and Rangers lose the league to the Celtic team, then you might as well just give Celtic the league title for the next 20 years.
Why would you do that?
I just think they're that bad.
Why would you say that out loud?
But we can all see it.
Yeah, but in 5 weeks' time...
Did you not see Celtic today?
Bear with me. In 5 weeks' time...
Did you not see Celtic
today?
Bear
with me. In 5 weeks' time, that is what people will throw back in your face if Hearts lose the league to Celtic.
Did you not see Celtic today?
I was there for the full game.
Correct. And what did you think?
I think they're just as bad as Hearts and Rangers can be too. I don't think any of the three teams are very good. That's
what did you think? You're a Celtic fan.
I could not believe.
Take your journalist head off.
Okay.
Look at it from a Celtic fan's perspective. You're not winning the league, are you?
No. Right.
That's nuts.
They're winning the league?
Can I just...
I think they're just as likely to as the other two teams.
No,
I think to say they're out of it is mad.
I'm not saying... Listen. Right. Let's look at this game in its entirety, right? The first goal, a freak goal from Ryan Mullen, who then had to go off because he injured himself, giving Celtic the opening goal. They then had to bring a 17-year-old goalkeeper on. Fair play to him. I don't think he deserved the scoreline it finished.
No,
because he did all right. A wee bit nervy at the beginning, but Christ, 17-year-old, you'd expect that.
Yeah.
That Celtic team, we heard the fans around us for the 90 minutes. They were exasperated. That Celtic team passed backwards. There's no dynamism.
No.
There's no
belief.
There's no link-up play. It's slow.
It's like they'd lost belief in the second half.
And I don't know, and I tell you what, this falls at the feet of Martin O'Neill and Sean Maloney and Mark Fotheringham. That team are devoid of ideas and they have been for weeks. Right, I know we're sitting here and they won 6-2. They won 6-2 in extra time.
But take the extra time out of it.
I know.
Just look at over the 90 minutes. If you look at a 90-minute game, they were awful in that second half. And when St Mirren scored their first goal, that second goal was coming.
Yeah,
so there was no surprise.
They were hanging on.
They were hanging on. And as soon as that first goal goes in, their belief just ebbed away. And St Mirren were just chipping away and thoroughly deserved their equaliser. That Celtic team would be the worst Celtic team in the history of Celtic to win a league. If they were to win this league, and then that would be a sad indictment on the rest of Scottish football if this Celtic team wins the league. How shite will Hearts and Rangers have to be to lose to that Celtic team?
But can I say something to you? Hearts and Rangers aren't great. I know
we're better than Celtic.
That might be the case, right? But see if you're that much better, why are you only 3 points ahead of them?
Exactly.
Genuinely.
It's a great
point.
But
Rangers are a point ahead.
Celtic have been 2 points ahead all season. The whole league campaign, Celtic have been this bad. Maybe slightly worse than Nancy, but there's only 3 points off Hearts.
So I think we're all pretty bad here. It's just who's going to be the least worst to get us over the line.
That's such a good way of putting it.
Martin O'Neill afterwards, because I showed you a text message I got.
Yeah.
I was criticised by certain folk within the corridors of power because I was a bit too negative apparently to Martin O'Neill. Mm-hmm. Because I was like, Martin, you've got six games to go now in your season. Is the lack of creativity a concern? Do the players need to up their level? And he admitted they do. They need to be quicker. They need to take 2 passes rather than 6.
Yeah.
But he also said, listen, we're here. We're in a cup final and we seem to just get it over the line. So I can see why people aren't ruling this Celtic team out. They've got something in them.
Right. See the Celtic team that we're talking about? They've won one game in their run to the Scottish Cup final in 90 minutes.
That's the anti point.
They've beaten Talbot in the first game 2-0. They then go to extra time against Dundee after drawing 1-1. They then go to penalties against Rangers, and then they go into extra time against St Mirren.
Yeah, but that just shows you get it over the line and get it done. That's you're backing up my point. When in face of adversity, this Celtic team seem to just, when they have to, get over the line. That's why you are still nervous about this title race, because you need to go to Celtic in the final game.
I don't think Celtic are in the final game.
No, I know.
I think they're out of it. I think Celtic are that bad. I took heart from their performance in that second half.
I think if
I'm now more confident as a Hearts fan, and if you're a Rangers fan watching that, you're now thinking the team that I need to look out for is, from a Hearts perspective, Rangers are my closest rival. And Rangers fans are looking and thinking, Hearts are my closest rival, because watching that Celtic team today and last week in the league against St Mirren, they're not going to win the league.
I know, but the weekend before that, you said they were favourites to win it.
What? No, because of the 4 games.
But they still have those 4 games.
I know. But I genuinely did not see them turning up and playing as badly again. I thought that was a kick up the ass they needed.
And I'm agreeing with you to an extent, but the point is they're still winning though. So they could do that for the next 5 games and win it.
Can't.
I know, but they've done it all season. They've just clung in.
They've got harder games coming up. Ronnie, they're not winning this league.
I do think when you look at that squad, I mean, Callum McGregor's not fully fit. I don't think Negrin offers so little, despite his 19-20 goals this season.
Still scored again today, yeah.
For all his problems, we were congratulating Tony Ralston for helping out today. But there is no that Celtic team on it. They're no fast flowing.
There's something wrong with their midfield. It's not quite happening for them. The midfield is a problem, and they haven't fixed it all season.
Tenecte was a ghost. Maeda up top. Yes, he got the goal. I think he ended up being man of the match, didn't he?
Yeah, which I thought was a crazy decision, to be honest. But
I need to see more from him in the next.
I thought
5
Ralston
games.
was good.
I thought Ralston was man of the match.
Cemented his place at the World Cup for me today.
Yeah,
that's his
he was
ticket
very
to
good.
play.
And it's his goal just before half time.
Yeah,
But then that's the thing. So look at that. Look at after extra time. Look at those 6 or 7 minutes. We did this last week with Rangers, and we said that second half of Rangers, if they can replicate that, they could win the league. See whatever happened to Celtic after that first bit after the extra time.
Yeah.
That's what they need to unlock. That was fast flowing.
Yes.
That was Ange level of you just bullied St Mirren into 4 goals in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Ian Atchell.
He needs to start.
Right, there's an issue here. Martin O'Neill said it after the game. He's telling Martin O'Neill he's fully fit. And Martin O'Neill can do his joke, and he's Martin O'Neill, does the sort of old guy, joke. He's a house guy.
Yeah.
He says, I don't trust him. And he said it jokingly, but I believe him. So either he is fully fit and can play 90 minutes, or he can't.
But I think when you look at Iheanacho, he doesn't really run at 100%. It's like he's scared himself
into injury.
To injure himself. I think he's scared that he breaks into a massive stride or into a big sprint and he's going to pull another hamstring.
It happened in the League Cup final at that same pitch at Hampden. That's where he did it.
Yeah.
When he went to sprint for the ball, and Celtic were worse without him. But
See if they can keep him fit though.
See, for me, I'm starting him and you're playing him for 60 minutes and you're taking him off. Because like Martin O'Neill, I agree with him. I don't think you can trust Iheanacho to play full 90 minutes. But if you can get the best out of him in the opening 45 minutes or the opening 60 minutes when you might have a 1 or 2-0 lead, and then you can take him off and bring on somebody else.
I'm going to ask you a question, right? Because I've been thinking about it since watching Iheanacho come on. See if he starts and where he hits his heights like he did those 2 goals. Great header, great finish.
Yes.
For me, from what I've seen from him when he's at his very top level, which isn't often, but when he hits it, I think he's only below Shankland as a target man striker in the league.
In the league.
I think he offers more than Chermiti, more than Nadiri. Braga, they don't play in the same position. Braga sometimes goes out there.
Wide and he sits as a number 10.
I just think there's such a player in there that we don't get to see enough.
But isn't that the problem? Is that's all well and good saying that he's the best target man out with Shanklin, but he does it 25% of the time.
Yeah.
So then he's not. you know.
But no, that's what I'm saying. It's only when he does reach that top level
Yeah, but
do I
just
think
that
he's up there.
It's so infrequent that you can't really have that as an argument.
I think if he can do what we think Majowski was going to do last week and become that player that gets really confident, X, Y, and Z, that could be a Celtic team that could score goals.
Are you counting Mastroianni as a target man, though?
No.
Fine.
Yeah, do you know what? I mean, I've got a lot of time for Chermiti. I think there is a player in there.
100%.
And when he does turn up, woof, woof,
Sure.
woof,
Why
woof,
not?
woof,
Yeah.
oofed. But your claim there that Iheanacho could be number 2 to Shanks in a list of strikers, if he's on it, and when he is on it, he is very good. You might not be wrong there. But then
People will disagree. People will say
they will.
Chermiti, and I get that. I get people's points on that. Absolutely. I don't say
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z. But they have an issue because they're not creative enough.
But he needs to start, because what I liked from Iheanacho in that Dundee game when Celtic were 1-1 and it was running late and they needed to win is him coming deep, holding at the ball and then spinning in behind the defenders. And it's something that Celtic have not done all season, but he offers them that. Very similar to what Shanks does. Shanks is really good at coming deep, spinning in behind the defender, and then he's there to pick up the bits and pieces. I think Iheanacho is in a similar style to Shanks, and if they can keep him fit between now and the end of the season, it's going to be huge for them. But I still think, even with Iheanacho, it would be a shock if Celtic, this current Celtic team, were to win the league over Hearts or Rangers. I really do now believe that. I was shocked at how poor they were in that second half.
were.
And it's not the first time this season that we've been like going, what is going on with them?
And I tell you right now, Ewan, 3/4 of Hampden was Celtic fans. The locals were getting restless.
Were they?
The guys behind us, God love them.
What, 2-1?
At 2-0.
At 2-0?
Even
they're
at
going
half
mental.
time, they're like, this is, even it's still like you're 2-0 up against St Mirren. Go play.
Aye.
It was the horseshoe of death.
Yeah.
Round one wing, back to the defenders. Round the other wing, can't get in. Back to the defenders. Back to the keeper.
Back round again. That's very much in the Brendan Rodgers style of football. That's not what Martin O'Neill was about when he was here in the noughties with Celtic. That is very much what Brendan Rodgers has coached into that team, about keeping possession and that horseshoe kind of style of theirs of going round and round and back and round and round. So Martin O'Neill clearly hasn't changed that much.
And I think he got a lot of stick, actually, from Celtic fans pre-match.
Yeah.
And he said it again today, where he's like, I'm not going to change much about this. Now, Celtic fans would be screaming at their telly going, something needs to change because it's a bit stale.
Yeah.
He said no.
Predictable
He
and
said
slow.
no. He said no. This is how this team has won quadruple trebles and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
That's what his argument is. So we're going to stick to this.
I think the biggest indictment and insult to Celtic is Mikel Mandron after the game. I spoke to him and he said, we were desperate for 5 more minutes of normal time and it went 2-2. They don't want the full-time whistle. They don't want to take it to pens.
Because they think they can win it.
They think if we have 5 more minutes, we can beat this team.
We can beat the team.
If you're Celtic, that's incredible. St Mirren are desperate to keep playing you for another 5 minutes because they think they'll batter you.
Aye.
It's mad.
But then they're there, and they've got a chance of a double. And if this Celtic team wins a double, Martin O'Neill, never mind the statue, name the stadium after him, bury him at Celtic Park. I don't care what you do. The man
He's
is.
not dead yet, Ron.
I know. The man deserves a knighthood. He deserves canonise the man. Make him a saint.
Yeah.
If they win a League and Cup double, then that's an embarrassment for Hearts and Rangers.
Yeah, no, but let's
It
think
is.
of it more of an achievement for this Celtic
Nah.
team. Because it's,
I think it's an embarrassment for
but the
Rangers.
thing is, see if this Celtic team were to win it, they'd win it. Hearts and Rangers wouldn't have lost it. This Celtic team would have went and won that. So I think that's where the credit we should go to Celtic.
This Celtic team can't win it because then it's embarrassing all round.
It's worth
Okay.
worth putting to our guest.
Shall we get our guest on?
Yeah. Is he there?
Yes,
indeed.
He
He
is
is.
indeed. Let's bring him in.
Did he hear what I just said there?
No,
How
he didn't.
embarrassing it would
I
be.
think he might. I think they can hear it when they're
Can
on.
they?
I think so. We'll ask Martin when he
The
comes
lovely Martin Melly from the 20-minute Tims.
in. Hello, Martin.
Welcome
Martin,
back,
hello.
my good man.
Martin, did you just hear me say there, if this Celtic team wins the league, it would be an embarrassment for Scottish football?
It
You-
would. I have to agree with that, to be honest.
Oh, there he is. He's in too fit. How are you, Martin? Are you well, pal?
I'm good. The heart rate slowed down a bit after that today, so back to normal.
Right. Your overall assessment then of performance and result.
the result's the main thing when it gets to a semi-final, isn't it? Getting to the final would be the goal. The scoring 6 goals was a bonus because we've barely scored more than 1 or 2 recently. But again, the overall performance, same as last week against St Mirren, come out of these victories and feel less confident about doing well for the rest of the season. So it's a victory, we get to the final, but sort of comes at a cost performance-wise again, because Celtic, I can't even say they didn't show up. This is the Celtic, they show up like this every week now.
Martin, it's been happening on a regular occurrence this season. What goes on in that dressing room at half-time for the Celtic team to come out and play the way they do in a lot of the games in the second half? I just can't put my finger on it.
I would love to be a fly in the wall. It's meant to be Martin O'Neill's main thing, is getting players to run through brick walls for him, getting players G'd up. But it seems to be after the first 5-10 minutes into the second half, Celtic have no control over the game and we just let teams into it no matter what happens. Last week against St Mirren, they had more possession than Celtic in the second half at Celtic Park. I've not managed to see the stats yet, they're not out, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was the same again today. It wasn't a surprise that St Mirren got a goal within the first 10 minutes and then snatched one towards the end. So I really don't know. The lack of control Celtic have in games is staggering.
Martin, what's missing?
A bit of everything. Quality, control, I don't know, we seem to be stuck between 2 ways of playing, whether it's we pass the ball around the back passively and nobody's willing to pass it forward, or we get the ball to our fullbacks and launch it forward to nobody really, and there doesn't seem to be a style of play with this team. Under Brendan Rodgers, it was the horseshoe of death and we just passed the ball for the sake of it without much up front. Under Wilfred Nampsey, it was everything up front and nothing at the back. And this under Martin O'Neill, it's not even a combination of both. I really struggle to see what we're trying to do week in, week out. I don't think we're a very well coached team, and I don't see a plan of how we're going to play. So there's a lot of things missing from Celtic, quality being one, but a style of play is definitely another.
I did say, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to Celtic because of what they've achieved in the last 14 years or so, but I did say, and I've said it a few times on the show today, that I do think that if Celtic go in and win this league, it would be an embarrassment to both Rangers and to Hearts to lose to the Celtic team that haven't been great. There's been problems on and off the field. Was I being disrespectful by suggesting that Hearts and Rangers should be embarrassed if they lose the league this year?
I think it'd be a humiliation for both teams. Hearts have been setting the pace from the very start, and the only reason really Celtic are getting back into this is because Hearts can't win away from home. As well as that, Rangers had a terrible start, but they've spent over £40 million, and if you were to put somebody undercover from Hearts or Rangers into Celtic and say, what can I do to mess this up? Everything seems to have gone to plan, except Celtic are still in this somehow, despite losing 8 games. And it could end up that at the end of the season, Celtic are right in it to the final day, and they're in 2 cup finals, despite the worst Celtic team I probably can see in my lifetime.
Martin, I have a question. I know it's hard to think right now, but suspend belief for a minute and you win this league title. Where would this one rank in your lifetime, winning this one this year?
Low, to be honest. Winning the league is always brilliant, and it will be first. I will be laughing at Hearts and Rangers if Celtic win the league, rather than probably. I'll always celebrate it, of course. Winning the league's brilliant, and the team that wins it deserves to win it. But with everything that's going on throughout the league campaign, with everything behind the scenes at Celtic, managerial changes, fans, the board being told to behave, or everything about it's been a dreadful season. But we're still somehow in it. But I don't agree with what Scott Brown said the other day when he said it could possibly be the best ever. Nowhere near it for me.
No, I totally agree with you. It would be some achievement considering what Celtic have gone through this season if they were to go on and win the league and the cup. I mean, it'd be remarkable. When you look at the league title race, Martin, who do you fear most, Hearts or Rangers?
Who do I fear most in this title race? Probably Celtic themselves, because of the performances
I like that.
I like that. That's good.
Look, it's sort of set up well for us with having the 3 home games, but even the St Mirren game last week was meant to be the sort of gimme before we head to the split fixtures, and it was one of the poorest performances we've had. So you don't know what you're going to get from week to week with Celtic. We are getting, the last 2 games have been victories, but we just have to take it 10 minutes at a time, not even a half at a time, because we don't know what we're going to get.
Martin, final question for you then. We've got Falkirk next up on the 25th at 5:30. Your thoughts on that?
It's a simple must-win game by hook or by crook. I don't think Celtic are going to show up and have performances in these games. We just have to get the victory. And another good thing for Celtic in this run-in is they're not playing last in any of the ties, so it means we've got a chance to put some pressure on other teams when it seems that we've always been the team chasing. So I don't think Celtic are just all of a sudden going to rack up these performances, but if we can just win by hook or by crook, I will take it every week.
Right, who's going to win the league, Martin?
I need to back my team, but there's not much conviction behind it. My main concern would be anyone but Rangers.
There's your episode title.
There
Thank you,
you
Martin.
go. Martin, my good man from the 20-minute Sims, thank you so much again, my man, and we'll speak to you soon.
Cheers,
pal.
Martin.
Thanks, guys.
All the best, mate.
Take
Brilliant.
care. There is good ball, Martin. Anyone but Rangers, says Martin. Next up for Celtic, it is Falkirk. A Falkirk side licking their wounds from the defeat on Saturday.
It's one of the worst Scottish Cup semi-finals I have ever had.
We mentioned it, folks, right? This is an honest space. We're all pals here. It was rotten. I was so built up for... And we were part of the big propaganda machine. It's the derby.
Yeah.
They've not played each other in a while. They hate each other.
And it's the game of the Scottish Cup semi-final weekend. Forget Celtic St Mirren. It's all about Falkirk. It's all about Dunfermline, the two bitter rivals, the fierce rivals that hate each other. It's going to be blood and thunder. And it was shite.
It's pish. What was it like in the stadium?
Rotten. Genuinely, I was so... Do you know what it was more? I was more like... It was more angry, disappointed, because I was like, oh, I've built myself up. I thought that's going to be good. Aye. Fair play to both sets of supporters. It wasn't full, obviously, Hampden, you saw it in the TV pictures, but they made some noise, but at times they were just, both sides were so nervous to make a mistake. Neil Lennon said after the game he thought a mistake was going to win it because they were so nervy.
Aye.
And then the fans get nervous.
Yeah.
And then you could hear Neil Lennon shouting to the players, Morrison, get to the ball, the ball. And I was like, if you can hear the manager on the touchline of a national semi-final.
And you're on the sixth floor.
I'm up there. I'm up the gods.
Aye. What I found watching the game is that I think that Falkirk froze.
Yeah.
They played the occasion and not the game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean
fair.
by that?
Yeah.
I just think it got to them. They looked leggy. They looked heavy. The pace that they like to play football just wasn't on show. They didn't have real cutting edge. They didn't really threaten the Dunfermline goal. I just thought that they were very, very nervous. And fair play to Neil Lennon. He got his tactics absolutely spot on.
Like halfway through the first half, he went to a back four, and you never saw it. You never heard a peep out of Calvin Miller straight after that.
No.
There was a couple of chances at the beginning. I mean, Callum Morrison's 1-on-1 after 2 minutes.
Aye, 2 minutes.
It's a great chance.
Ben Brogio hits the post, but apart from that, and then you get to extra time, and the 17-year-old Lucas Fife. I was so paranoid. I was so worried for him.
Same.
Because I was like, if Dunfermline go out now,
Aye.
and
He's not sleeping for
it's
a week.
a gamble by Neil Lennon because you're putting a 17-year-old kid into that environment to then put on that platform to miss those two chances.
Yeah.
That would have been a very tough moment for a 17-year-old to have to deal with.
He's not sleeping for a week, and it's going to be... He'd live with that for the rest of his footballing career, that he had those two chances to take Dunfermline to a Scottish Cup final. So thankfully, the players pulled him out of a hole by winning the penalty shootout.
Well,
but
Brad Spencer and Liam Henderson put them out of home for no actually
as
converting.
But what I did like is at the full-time whistle, the camera was on Lucas Fife, a 17-year-old, and every player to a man went up to him, and Neil Lennon had a word in his ear and gave him a cuddle, which is just brilliant man management. The teammates were around him. Don't worry about it. And thank for the players. For him, it worked out perfectly because they're into a Scottish Cup final. But Falkirk just didn't turn up on the day, and they have to be raging. Well, I know they're raging. I know they're absolutely raging.
That's the most exasperated and frustrated and angry word I've ever seen John McGlynn.
Was he angry? Was
Oh,
he?
yeah. Well, I mean, we were asking the questions you have to ask, what went wrong, blah, blah. And you could tell he was just like, listen, guys, you know what went wrong? We were rubbish. He says...
Was he honest with it?
Yeah. He said everything that we have been praised for went out the window. They played right... The Neil Lennon would have turned up to Hampden and says, right, If we have a battle here, we'll win it. And that's exactly what happened.
Aye.
Falkirk stopped playing at the back. They stopped connecting, playing through the transitions. They lumped the ball up to Barney Stewart. Neil Lennon was like, I'll take this all day long.
Yeah.
I'll take this to penalties.
I thought the Dunfermline back four, back five were outstanding. The boy Andy Todd up top.
He's brilliant, isn't he?
He's got a big future ahead of him.
If Neil Lennon can keep all this team together.
Aye,
Yeah.
I wouldn't rule them out. I wouldn't rule them out in the playoffs because they've got momentum now. And I love what Neil Lennon said. The players got a taste of something big today. Now we go on Tuesday. They play St Johnstone. We now need to take that momentum, that feel-good factor. Remember, they've only lost one in their last 11, and that was against a Partick Thistle team when they made 9 changes because they had one eye on the Scottish Cup tie. So there's no surprise they lost that game against Partick, but they have got momentum and belief in that squad, and that's what you need when you get to the playoffs because they're going to be in the playoffs. So if they can continue that momentum, then you've got to say they've got an outside chance of at least getting to the final to play the 11th place team in the Premiership.
On that, do you think they have any belief for the Scottish Cup final?
No, Celtic won the cup final today. It's done.
Come on.
Ewan.
That'll be 4 or 5-0.
No, it won't.
It will.
With this Celtic team, you literally just said this is the worst Celtic team. Martin was just on saying this is the worst Celtic team in his lifetime.
This is a Dunfermline team who played their cup final against Falkirk on
Right,
Saturday.
but they've also played against Aberdeen, they've played against Hibs, and they've played against Falkirk, and they've conceded how many goals?
Because Celtic...
They've conceded how many goals?
They conceded none.
Against 3 Premiership teams.
Right.
Give them a wee bit of credit.
No, I've given them all the credit
Well,
in the
you
world.
kind of then just slapped in the face then,
but
have you
I
know?
think it's being realistic. It's not about giving them credit. I'm being realistic here. They're a championship club up against a Celtic team that are not going to win this league. It's their only chance for silverware. They'll batter Dunfermline in the cup final, but it'd be lovely to see.
I think that's really disrespectful.
Oh, shut up.
I do think it's disrespectful.
You're saying something you don't believe because you're trying to get a reaction from me.
I genuinely don't think
Touch me! Don't touch me!
I'm saying something
you know
I
we're
don't
back?
believe to get a reaction.
Last couple of
Ewan.
weeks, it was very harmonious in this podcast studio.
Don't touch me.
I think,
What I'm saying is...
I don't think this Scottish Cup final is a given with a Celtic team. No chance.
well,
I don't.
come back
Do I
to
think
me.
Celtic will win it? Yes. Is it as dismissive as that? No. We will keep a wee eye out, although, if Dunfermline do get to the final of the playoffs, a fixture conundrum for the SFA and the SPFL because the Premiership playoff first and second leg are sandwiched between the Scottish Cup final.
Thursday and the Monday.
So
Correct.
they were going to have to move it to the week after.
I don't know if they will.
What, the cup final?
They can't play Thursday, Saturday, Monday.
Well, they moved the playoffs or they moved the cup final.
Can't move the Scottish Cup final, it's fixed.
No, they'll move the playoffs.
Yeah, that's probably the most stupidest thing you've ever said in your life.
But I think if your players playing for the team who finish 11th, is there any guarantee you're still going to be playing for the club at that point?
Could they move the Scottish Cup final to the following Saturday?
They can't move the listen, Scottish Cup final's not getting moved. It's
But
so
I
piece of
think
cake.
it's just as difficult an issue to move the playoffs as it is the cup final.
That's a
to the
Sky-
following Thursday, Sunday.
But that's a Sky TV game.
Yep.
Those two games are
I know.
for Sky.
Listen, it's going to be I'm sure they just move it to the next week. I think that's...
What do you mean the playoffs?
Yes. I think it becomes the Thursday, Monday of the week after.
I think you've got players who've booked holidays and you've
Well,
got
you've
managers
players that
who
booked
are-
holidays. Here's a wee question. Cancel your holiday?
for 2 different clubs. I think that's more of a problem than you're making out, Ron. I think you're making a very
what do you do then?
complicated issue very simple.
What do you do then?
I don't have an answer for you, but I don't think it's that easy.
There's also Scotland playing that weekend against Curaçao.
The week after.
Wednesday, is it the 31st?
I don't think you can extend the season beyond when the Scottish Cup
So
final.
hold on a minute. So the Scottish Cup final
Is it-
is on May the
23rd.
23rd. And a week later, Scotland play a friendly at Hampden.
Correct.
Curaçao. I think is it the 31st?
Well, you can't move the Scottish Cup final then.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But how can you move the playoffs?
Because you can.
I don't think you can. Sorry, I completely disagree.
Why?
But they can't have Dunfermline playing Thursday, Saturday, Monday.
I think that's more likely than moving the playoffs.
Thursday, Saturday, Monday.
I think that's more likely than moving
You're-
the playoffs.
What have you been smoking in Colombia?
A lot.
Thursday.
Not a chance.
Listen
A
to
day
me.
off.
Listen
Not a
to-
chance.
listen-
Wait,
listen-
wait,
listen-
wait, wait,
listen
wait.
to- Listen to what I'm saying.
I am
Can
not
you-
going to listen to
Listen
you.
to
No.
what I'm saying.
No.
It's more likely that happens than they move the playoffs. In my
Shut
opinion.
up.
You're off your nut.
You're off your nut. Not a chance.
We'll see.
Mate.
That was Callum Bell's special guest appearance at the STV Radio Football Show. He won't be back, ladies and gentlemen, for that.
Neil Lennon was going off his rocker for the SPFL.
For playing Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday.
in the lead up to the Scottish Cup
I agree.
semi-final.
Listen,
No,
I
you
agree.
don't agree.
I
You don't.
agree that it's mental, but I think that's more likely than moving the playoffs. I think that's more mental.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see who's right, guys. Time will tell.
We will.
won't it?
We will be right.
What do you mean both wait and see? You're not going to be right on this.
We'll see.
Love it. Listen, he's back, isn't he? He's
Aye.
back. We've missed these outlandish claims.
Yeah, it's
by
not
the
really
man.
me. It's not really me to say something stupid and daft, but my God, you've taken the biscuit.
And the one thing to touch on after this then, guaranteed we're getting a Martin O'Neill, Neil Lennon final.
Yes.
And what is probably now, we've said it this time before, Martin O'Neill's final game in charge of Celtic is a Scottish Cup final against his former captain.
It's fantastic.
There's so many storylines. Neil Lennon's final game for Celtic was the Scottish Cup win over Dunfermline in 2007. And Neil Lennon said it today in Premier Sports, it's an honour to be in that final game. I
And
think
to
you might
be
have,
alongside them in the dugout.
I think you might have also said the word us when talking about Celtic.
Whoops.
We slipped on a tongue there, Neil, but it's fine.
He'll go in
So
the wrong
yes,
dressing room when he gets to the stage.
Saturday, the 23rd of May, Celtic versus Dunfermline. Celtic.
Oh, aye, 4-5-0.
I think Celtic will win. I don't think it'll be anywhere near that.
Right, we'll be back after the break, folks. We will be discussing the fixtures as the Premiership returns this weekend. The STV Radio Football Show is brought to you by CR Smith. CR Smith windows and doors have been going for over 50 years. That's an incredible amount of experience. They offer great finance rates so you can get the best product for your home at an affordable rate. CR Smith have over 150 iconic vans across the country. Find the back of the net and head to crsmith.co.uk to get the highest quality windows and doors with the most flexible ways to buy. Now it's time for the STV Radio Football Show.
The STV Radio Football Show, brought to you by CR Smith.
Good old CR Smith. Windies and doors. There we go. Right, we're back at the STV Radio Football Show. And the Premiership's back this weekend.
Are we forgetting the Championship, League 1 and League 2?
We're going to go on to that, but we're going to discuss the Premiership first. We'll do it in order.
Got you.
The Premiership, Celtic Falkirk, we'll start with on the Saturday. So they, in terms of the title race, they play first. They play Saturday evening, 5:30. Celtic Falkirk. Again, we mentioned that Falkirk side hurting.
Very much
We
so.
spoke to Call on Saturday night, hurting.
We did speak to him on Saturday night.
But again, as Martin was saying earlier, it's just not a game you just tick off as a 3-0 Celtic anymore, is it?
No, you
These
don't.
games don't do that.
And what Falkirk are very good at is bouncing back from a setback, and that was a huge setback, losing 6-3 to Rangers and then losing to your rivals Dunfermline in the Scottish Cup. So I expect to see a reaction from Falkirk at Celtic Park. But I think Celtic Park will be a different beast. They know it's their final 5 games in the league campaign. It's a home game they have to win. It's a must-win to put the pressure on Hearts and Rangers to play the following day. So I would expect Celtic to win it, but I don't think it'll be as comfortable as some would like it to be. And I don't think the Celtic fans will get ahead of themselves because Rangers scored 6 against them, that they'll just turn up and score 3 or 4.
Oh, no, yeah.
And I also think the Celtic fans won't be fooled into thinking because they scored 4 extra time goals against St Mirren that they're going to coast past Falkirk. That ain't going to happen. I think Falkirk will turn up and they will try and make amends from what's happened in the last 2 weeks.
I think Martin O'Neill's first game in charge was that not against Falkirk?
And do you know who scored 2 goals in that 4-0 win for Celtic in that game? Johnny Kenny.
Who's lighting it up in Bolton. I was watching the EFL highlights, absolutely steaming last night when I got into the house. I thought, somebody spiked my wine. Johnny Kenny's just scored. Rangers then take centre stage on Saturday against a Motherwell team that's went off a cliff.
Aye!
Off an absolute cliff.
Although, can I say something that's very funny? There is a Motherwell player in the Scottish Cup final, but he just happens to be on loan at Dunfermline. Aston Oxford.
Aye!
How funny is that?
We spoke to him after the game.
Yeah.
Good lad. We like him. He was decent.
Again, you expect Rangers to win that. Their firepower and their options off the bench are a fear for me as a Hearts supporter. I would expect them to beat Motherwell. I think Motherwell have come off the boil spectacularly.
Haven't they just?
Yep.
They've fallen off a cliff.
Yeah. Haven't they, Eli, just?
And the game that it fell off a cliff for them was when they lost to Celtic and they'd made a couple of errors trying to pass out at the back.
The 3-1 game.
The 3-1 game. And they got it back to 1-1 and they were the better side and deserved something at the game up until the point they started making mistakes and doing stupid things at the back. And since then, they haven't actually recovered because remember all the talk going into that Celtic game. If they win this or if they don't lose the game,
That's
they're very
it.
much title challengers. And clearly they couldn't handle the pressure. They thought that they were probably better than they actually were against Celtic at Celtic Park and took far too many risks, in my opinion, especially when you're at Celtic Park. I don't think that the referee decision to not send off Oxlade-Chamberlain helped.
Good point,
Do you know what I mean?
No, let's not
But I just think that they've gone off the boil after that result.
Yes.
That was it. They've fallen off a cliff.
So
They're not coming back. And
You
I
don't
think,
give them any chance against Rangers?
Nah, I
though?
think Rangers will beat them comfortably.
Ron?
It'll be interesting to see because Rangers and Hearts were both away in their warm training camps abroad.
They were.
So they'll be refreshed if nothing else. Celtic have had 120 minutes into their legs.
That's
I suppose
right.
so. Falkirk right now.
That's right.
But it'll be interesting to see, because you ask a Rangers fan full time at Falkirk, it was all rosy in the garden again. The firepower was there. They've scored 6 goals.
Yes.
If they continue that, fair play. You're in the driving seat, because on the Sunday at 4:30, it's, I think, the most consequential Edinburgh derby since
Cup final.
the Cup final.
5-1 game.
2012.
Yeah.
We're talking nearly 13 years.
I would hand back the Scottish Cup final win over Hibs to win the league.
Yeah.
Right. I would.
Well, but
I don't.
would you go back and let them pump you 5-1 to win this league?
Yeah. Wow. That's how much I want this league.
Because you're in the here and now, though.
I want this league. When we beat Hibs, I think it was 4-0 in a semi-final, and then we beat them 5-1 in a cup final. I would hand them both back to win the league.
So Hibs are an interesting one, because, I mean, they're going to be up for it.
They want to kill Hearts' title hopes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. And what a dent it would be. Even a draw at this point for any team seems like a catastrophe.
Not for me. I've said to anyone that will listen, I think in the next 2 games, Hibs away, Rangers at home, we need a minimum of 4 points. Minimum of 4. We either have to beat Rangers or draw with Rangers. But if we beat Hibs at Easter Road, I would happily take a draw. This is my thinking, right? The minimum, a draw against Rangers. We then play Motherwell before Celtic play Rangers at Celtic Park in that 3rd game in the split. If we were to beat Motherwell, then we are in the box seat to win the league. And then we've got Falkirk at Tynecastle on the Wednesday night. And if Celtic and Rangers draw, then we would just need to beat Falkirk to win the league at Tynecastle on the Wednesday night.
Wait, don't get ahead of yourself there, pal.
But we need 4 points
but
minimum.
What I'm saying is,
Minimum.
do me a favour, because people would clip that up. Do not look past Hibs.
I'm not.
David Gray and Hibs are becoming a very decent outfit. They're only 3 points now behind Motherwell. They're beginning to click into gear. They're a pretty decent team.
When I was on the show doing the podcast with Gavin Noon from the Scotland's Coefficient, he asked me, what's your most difficult game in the split? And I said Hibs, and he laughed at me. Hibs is our toughest game.
Easter Road will be rocking.
It is our toughest game because you can not predict a derby. Doesn't
No.
matter who's at the top of the league or what position you're in the league.
And in the last derby, did they not beat you?
3-2.
Was it 3-2?
No,
Was that the last one?
no, we won the last
Oh,
minute.
you did with the
Magnuson.
Magnuson goal.
But
The
again,
one at Tiny, the one at Easter Road.
oh, they beat us 3-2. But the thing is, though, the first Edinburgh derby of the season, the Halkett last minute winner,
Yes.
Hibs were the better team at Tynecastle.
Yeah, yes.
The 3-2 game, Hibs were the better team. The 1-0 game at Tynecastle under the floodlights, Hibs were the better team.
I thought you were both pish on that night. To be
No,
fair.
but Hibs were probably
But
just...
again, what's his name?
You need to answer the question this weekend of Hearts away form, because if you, for another game in a row, away game, drop points, I can't see you doing that. I can't see you winning the league.
It means if we draw with Hibs, we have to then beat Rangers at Tynecastle the week after.
Yeah, no, but then you still
But
have
I
to
would
go away
rather
to Celtic and win.
Correct. But I would rather we go and win at Easter Road, and then all the pressure's on Rangers to beat us.
Fair.
Where are your confidence levels for this game at Easter Road?
I'm in a good place with it. I know we're a good 5-6 days away from the game, but I'm in a good place with it because Hearts are in a position where we're not going to be in again, probably in a long time, because Celtic and Rangers are just going to get better, particularly Celtic. We all know that. Come
Give
this summer,
Tony Bloom a wee bit of credit.
no, that's what I'm saying.
Aye, they could.
But even he doesn't.
Rangers have spent 40 million quid and you're still a point ahead of them.
But my point is, once they're all bedded in, the players come in, they do what they do in the summer, Celtic will be better as well. Tony Bloom says we could win the league in 10 years. This is 9 years ahead of schedule. So my point is this is going to be our best chance in the next 10 years to win a league, because Celtic and Rangers are going to get better. They can't get any worse than what they've been, particularly the Rangers, the start that Rangers had. I think we have to beat Hibs, and then all the pressure is on Rangers and what Celtic do elsewhere. I think that it's going to be the game that defines the final 5 games in our season.
That's all very well and good, but that's not what I asked you. Where your confidence levels are at for this game on Sunday?
They're confident.
Your confidence levels for this game on Sunday. Where are your confidence levels?
60-40.
That you'll win.
Yeah,
I think it's a draw.
You think it's a draw? Again, if it's a draw, we have to then beat Rangers. If we lose against Hibs, the league's done. That's how big a game it is.
And for only £10, you can come and watch Ewen Cameron live on Saturday, the 20th of May. Cry tears in HD.
In HD.
I'm in HD in real life. That's the top 6 then. What a weekend we're in for. Does the fact Celtic play Saturday influence
Huge.
the other two?
Massive.
As Martin mentioned before the break, there is no point during these 5 games that Celtic play after Rangers.
No. It's massive.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Aye.
They play on the same... Obviously, they play the same time 3 games.
One of them against each other.
One of them against each other, and then the last 2 fixtures, everyone plays the same time.
Yeah.
But Rangers never have that advantage of playing before Celtic.
It's
Hearts
huge.
do.
Yeah.
Next week after.
I think that Celtic have got a huge game coming up where they can put so much pressure on both Rangers, in particular Hearts, who are away from home at Easter Road. Listen, we're in for a fascinating weekend. I mean, these 3 matches are huge, and I'm already nervous about it. God knows how I'm going to feeling on the Friday, the Saturday, then going to the game on the Sunday. And then when we're here for the podcast next week, who knows where I'm going to be, what my mindset's going to be. But listen, there'll be drama. There's going to be controversy. You can expect all of that and above.
Can I tell you, because I don't have a horse in this race, I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, I think everybody is. I think all of Scottish football is very excited for it. Honestly, I think every Scottish football fan.
We were with Alan McCoist on Friday, name drop, at Air Races, and he's like, he's getting texts for all in the world from former
It's
teammates,
everywhere.
and he's like, what's going on in Scotland? What is going on in Scotland?
Really nice moment as well. And he went, "Oh, all right, Ronnie, how you doing?" He looked at me and went, "You all right, son?"
Big warm embrace for Ali. Bottom 6, because there's another big derby.
Huge.
Bragging rights in the city of Discovery.
Yeah. How you feeling, Callum?
I'm working at the game.
Are you?
Yeah. And
But with the greatest respect, that's not the question he asked you.
the reason I bring that up is because the last time I worked at Tannadice for a Dundee derby, I got in a fight in the press box. I got in an argument with some boy.
Did you?
So I'm
What?
hoping. I've told you this story. I'm hoping he's not there again.
Hang on a minute. No, you never.
Yeah, you know,
You got a fight.
I got like an argument, a
Oh,
verbal
right.
fight.
Yeah, I would love to. Fisticuffs, Hardman, with the greatest
I would
respect,
get
is not your
absolutely-
game.
I would get absolutely battered. So I'm hoping that boy's not there again because I have fear for Dundee United this weekend.
Have you
Who was that?
So, you know the guys that do the Opta stuff with the headphones in the press
Aye.
box? He brought like a wee assistant with him, but I think it was just a free ticket because he was a Dundee fan. So he was like singing the songs. And Dundee and Dundee United, it really does my head in, but they do sing some songs that are a wee bit dodgy.
Yeah.
We try and act like we're holier than thou against the Old Firm, but sometimes some United and Dundee fans do that. I don't, obviously. And he started singing a really dodgy song in the press box, and I turned around and went,
Aye.
"You're not doing that, are you?" And he went, "What?" And I went, "If you want to do that, you can sit outside with the Dundee fans. They're right there." He went, "Who are you?" I went, "Good point." We're going to just...
Sorry, but you're like a Bovril.
Do you want me to stroke your hair while you sing? Have you ever punched anyone in anger?
I have.
You have.
I've never been in a fight in my life.
Have you never?
Never.
Really?
No,
You're
never.
quite cheeky though. Really?
I know. I'm quite.
Has no one ever punched you?
Never. Let's not make that a thing on the
On the live
STV
show.
radio show live.
No. Have you ever punched anyone?
No,
No.
I'm not a violent person.
You must have been punched a fair few times.
Oh,
I've
surely.
been in a
Come
few
on.
fights.
Aye.
Off the Wester Hills.
You ever won any?
I've won a few.
Said like a man who's not won any.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Right.
Sorry,
can I
very
give you a
quickly.
wee recap of where we are at the bottom 6? Because I think there's so many people talking about the top 6. We don't know where we are. Livingston are bottom. They are about to be relegated.
Gone.
They are 12 points behind with 5 games to go. If it goes wrong for them this weekend,
Down.
they're down.
Can that be confirmed? Yeah, if St Mirren beat them and Killie win their game against Aberdeen,
They're
Livingston
gone.
mathematically gone.
Which isn't great considering where are we going on Wednesday?
Oh, we're going to Perth races.
Who with?
Livingston FC's Marvin Bartley.
It'll be so hard not to, if he wins, what happens if he wins the race? Oh, it was the first win since the 2nd of August, Martin. That's terrible. I can't do that to him. See,
Oh, don't call him Martin either. That's even
Oh,
worse.
no, Marvin. If me and Rosie win, he'll end up punching me. That'll be it. I'll come back
That'll
next
be
week. Boys, I've been in my first fight. So Livingston are bottom. They could be condemned to the Championship this weekend if results do not go their way. They are away to St Mirren. and Kilmarnock are away to Aberdeen. Aberdeen, big win. We discussed that last week, didn't we?
Huge.
So
It's
the
huge.
state of play in the playoffs right now is Kilmarnock 2 points behind St Mirren, and then it's Dundee and Aberdeen. It's MD's game again.
Dundee United okay?
Absolutely.
Oh
safe,
yes, they're
You're
7
fine.
points
Yeah,
clear.
yeah.
7 points clear. And the Dundee derby?
We've lost our 2 best players to injury. They won't play again this season.
Are they out?
Amar Fata and Lucas Stevenson.
Lucas Stevenson, I think.
Fata's huge.
I
I
think
know.
Stevenson's more huge.
I agree.
I
I
think,
totally
yeah.
agree. But I think it'll be a draw. I think I will be quite lucky to get a draw, but I'd take a draw.
Okay.
It'd be interesting to see Aberdeen's reaction to having a free week with Stephen Robinson on
Yeah.
the pitch. What does that do to them?
Huge. They needed that win just before the Scottish Cup semi-final weekend. They needed that win against Hibs.
They also not get a free hit with a player that should have been sent off that wasn't.
Yeah, and the KMI panel said he should have been sent off for violent conduct. Did we not say that last
Who's
week?
this?
The
Giamfi?
Aberdeen boy on the back of the...
Madness.
Madness.
We said here that was a violent
Violent
conduct.
conduct. It's madness.
We all sat here,
David Dickinson got a second look.
Second look.
Guys, he went to the more...
but we all
Last
said
week, I
that.
just couldn't get the words out of my mouth. I was so frustrated.
Yeah. David Dickinson's not
We,
the
we
real
were,
deal.
Rory was sat where you were there, I was here, and 3 of us went, that's a red card. And then the KMI panel come and go, yeah, that was a red card. How he doesn't see that as a red card when he gets a second look at it as well is staggering.
Listen, we can be as annoyed as we want. It's Hibs who have to be annoyed.
And
about it.
also,
It's
can I
ridiculous.
just point out to all the band pots out there and the fruitcakes, they continue to give me hassle. The KMI panel unanimously said that was a penalty on Kabori against Motherwell. Get it up, yous.
There we go. So, Dundee United, Aberdeen, Dundee, St Mirren, Kilmarnock and Livingston make up the bottom
I have a question
6.
for both of you. Who finishes 11th?
So last week, before Aberdeen won, we all said Aberdeen, but now they're 5 clear of Kilmarnock. I think
Kilmarnock.
You're Kilmarnock.
I'm going Kilmarnock now.
Ronald.
I'm changing every week.
That's not like you.
I don't... St Mirren...
Do you know something in me says St Mirren?
Does it?
And do you know what it is?
Does it?
Do you know what it is?
Go on.
It's the... You look at... So, we're not... It's Livingston gone, right? Sorry, Marvin, we love you, but you're gone. You look at Aberdeen, you look at Dundee, and you look at Kilmarnock. All managers who have played in this type of thing before
Yes.
have experience of this business end of the season.
Yes.
Presley can get it over the line.
Yes.
McCann can get it over the line.
Yes.
Robinson can get it over
Yes.
the
Are
line.
you about to climb it?
Been there, done it,
McLeish.
got the T-shirt. McLeish hasn't he been?
That's the only question mark. Now, he's been very good so far.
Yes.
And he almost got to a Scottish Cup final. I'm going to say St Mirren now.
I think it'd be really funny if it were Dundee, so I'm going to go Dundee.
Dundee.
Could you imagine?
The only other talking point from the Scottish Premiership this weekend is the PFA Team of the Week, Team of the Season was announced this week. We've got it in front of you, don't worry. I see you look of panic there.
No, I was looking at it all week when it first came out. And
5 Motherwell players, 4 Hearts players, 1 Celtic, 1 Rangers. Your thoughts, Ewen Cameron. So let's go through. In goals, Callum Ward. I don't think... I
Clean
can't
sheet
argue
record
with
for
that.
the club. Yeah, you can't argue with that.
Harry Milne, can't argue with that.
Nope.
left back, no.
Craig Halkett of Hearts, can't argue with that.
Nah.
Paul McGinn of Motherwell, very good this season.
He's been outstanding. Stephen O'Donnell's been fantastic as well. Do you know what? I probably wouldn't argue with that either.
And Emmanuel Fernandez.
Again, I think Rangers have got a
The
gem of a
Emmanuel
player.
Fernandez of now, yes.
Not when he
couple of
first
months,
arrived.
yeah. But the
I-
growth of him has been incredible.
I've described him on here as a Rolls Royce of a footballer, and I've been laughed at and also been ripped to piss out of. But I'm going to stick with that. I think he's a Rolls Royce of a footballer, and he's what you want in a centre back. And I think Rangers are going to get a shitload of money for him.
The only argument I've seen is instead of Paul McGinn, Philip Lisa. From
Lisa's been
Falkirk.
great. Lisa's been
Fair
outstanding.
The one I would put in instead, I like Paul McGinn a lot, but Lisa has been head and shoulders for me above any other Falkirk player in that team.
Outstanding. And on loan from Swansea. They won't get him back on loan.
No.
Sadly not.
He'll end up somewhere else.
In the middle of the park, we've got a Motherwell duo of Elijah Just and Elliot Watt. Any problems with them?
Nah, both excellent.
Cammy Devlin,
Devlin?
Cammy Devlin not being in that team of the year is a disgrace.
He was missing a lot of it.
He missed a month and a half,
Yeah.
2 months.
He also spent a lot of it rolling around the ground. Maybe people didn't see him.
Benjamin Negrin. For his goals and nothing else.
Yeah.
Well, clearly nothing else.
Because you take Benjamin Negrin out that Celtic team, they're 5th.
Yeah.
Great point.
So I think that
Do you not
minutes.
think Cammy Devlin should be in that midfield three?
I think I would take out Elliot Watt and put in Cammy Devlin. I would
disagree.
genuinely. I think Elijah Just for me is my player of the season.
Good shout.
He's my number one.
Yeah.
Is he?
Number one.
Is he?
Claudio Braga number 2. And Massimiliano number 3.
Wow.
So I would, but I think Cammy Devlin has such a strong argument to
For
to go
Elliot
in
Watt, I would agree with that. Again, I take your point. Elliot Watt, outstanding, just outstanding. Just for me, has been the midfielder because he's got a bit of everything, and he's so cute. He's clever.
He's so cute.
and his play.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes,
And he's
yes.
playing.
In the
very
top
good looking.
3, we've got a Hearts duo of Loris Shanklin, Claudio Braga, and Motherwell's Tawanda Masmanise.
I can't argue any
No,
of those three.
that's
I think we
absolutely
would just
bang on.
we would just be arguing for the sake of arguing
Yeah.
if we tried to put
Yeah.
anyone else
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Absolute
We can do if
daylight
you want.
robbery that Thomas Charters no win that. Robbery, so it's anti-Celtic bias. Just
I think the only argument is Devlin.
But you know, I know we like
Lisa.
to take the piss out of each other. The reason I think Devlin's not in is genuinely just recency bias. I think the players probably voted when he was injured, and
Correct.
that's the only reason. Honestly.
Still a shit excuse.
but listen, I have
He's got the
spoken
most-
to players in previous PFAs, and it's tribal.
Oh, really?
Celtic players don't vote for Rangers players. Rangers players won't
No.
vote for Celtic players.
pathetic.
So I think the fact that Cammy Devlin's seen as like a Rottweiler and
Nobody
not-
likes him.
I think that will work against them. And I know that's not always the case. It's not a popularity contest.
I think you're right.
That 1 to 11 is very good, but I think I would swap out
Elliot Watt.
Elliot Watt and I would swap out John McGinn and put in Lisa and Devlin. You've locked me in.
John McGinn can play left back all he wants.
Paul McGinn. I apologise. That's the Premiership. What a weekend we're in for. Next Monday. Oh, something's got to give.
Something
it's
will
going to be
give.
amazing.
You might be the only one talking because if Dundee and Hibs both win, he and I will just sit here quietly.
Because Falkirk will be pumping Celtic 5-0 and I'll be like, very good. The three of us. It would just be a dead silent podcast. God will have to introduce us. Right, let's get to the Scottish Championship then, folks. It was a big, big weekend. Sadly for Partick Thistle.
Done.
It's kind of looking like it's heading towards the exit door. By the time you're listening to this, folks, St Johnstone could have won the league. They are playing Dunfermline on Tuesday night.
Correct.
Where a win and Simo Valakari's men are back in the Premiership.
Correct.
And to be fair to them, they've been at the top for the majority of the season. They've got the best squad. And you look at the goal difference, they're 20 goals ahead of the rest of the league. You can see that.
Yeah, but in fairness, what a fight Partick Thistle have put up.
Agreed.
They've got one of the lowest budgets in the league as well.
And you don't get to, I think
Well, you need to stop laughing.
The-
I'm
the
picking
job-
them up. It's not because he's my
the
pal.
job that Mark Wilson has done there.
Yeah,
is-
because when they started the season, they were just trying to stay up.
but
You're such a sarcastic prick. Do you know that?
don't punch me, please. What I will say is, do you know what that league table? The league
Would you
table.
not like to feel what it's like to be punched?
No,
Ronnie, he's pulled his mic
Sorry.
forward.
I know.
Ronnie, he's pulled his mic forward.
Do you know I feel what it's like to be punched?
No, why would I do that?
I think everybody should experience being punched once in their lifetime.
It's
Okay.
not a pleasant
Have you been
feeling.
punched in the face?
What do you think? Look at this nose.
He's oh jeez.
Anyway,
that-
I think Partick Thistle have had an outstanding season.
The amount of injuries they've had has been mad.
Correct.
Genuinely. Remember, we went to interview them.
Yes, yes.
And half the squad was standing at the side of the park because we were all injured.
Tony Watt, Logan Chalmers, Oisin Smith,
And
three
I
massive
think
players, all injured.
And look, there's a couple of games to go, but I think that top four's
It's nailed in.
Nailed
yeah,
in.
and I think it's nailed in, but not necessarily in that order. I think Dunfermline, if they're only 3 points behind Arbroath, I get they're going to play Arbroath regardless because Arbroath are sitting third on 50 points, Dunfermline fourth on 47. Having that second leg at home, though, if you're the
Correct.
third place team, that can
Huge.
we've seen that work in their advantage.
Yeah.
The winner of Arbroath Dunfermline will play Partick Thistle. The winner of that will play the 11th place team
Dundee
in
FC.
the Premiership. Now, the bottom of the table with 2 games to go is frighteningly close.
It's really good, isn't
A
it?
very good win for Ross County and Stewart Kesselwell. A much needed win after 3 defeats in a row, I may add.
must win.
Airdrieonians snuck a point in the last minute against Partick Thistle,
Correct.
and I just wonder those wee kind of moments.
Huge.
1 point,
Massive.
What
That could be the difference.
Give
That
me
point could be the difference.
what you thinking?
I think it's as you are. Because Greenock Morton, who can still be caught by both Ross County and Airdrie, won't be caught because of goal difference. So I think it stays as is. I think Airdrie will finish 9th and I think Ross County will be relegated.
But then Stuart Ketwell will be in League One.
Correctamundo. He will be in League One.
The fixtures. The fixtures, ladies and gentlemen. We see Ross County at home to Morton and Airdrie at home to Ayr.
Right.
Ayr have got none to play for.
Neither do Morton.
Ross
Neither
County
do
Morton's a
Morton.
big one.
And then the Friday night finale, which is like they're all the games are
Take her at the same
7:45.
time, aye.
Airdrie away to Morton and Ross County away to Wraith. It's going to be exciting.
Are there
at the
2
bottom of
games
the table.
left in Championship?
Only 2.
Only 2.
What's
Aye.
happening this season?
You've
It's
been
all
away in
over.
Colombia, mate.
Scottish League One, and again, it seems as if the top of the table's just tilted ever so slightly. Inverness with a big 1-0 win over bottom of the table, Kelty Hearts. They had to work for it, but they got their goal in the end. Stenhousemuir, though,
That's
a 2-0 defeat to Cove Rangers.
It's done.
It's over.
4 points in it. 2
Over.
games left. Congratulations to Inverness on making it to the Championship. So say us. But again, at the bottom, a big win for Hamilton to get them into the playoffs. They're 5 points clear of Kelty, who are pretty much down.
Ewan, you couldn't get that paper more than Ronnie's shot. Can you put it down?
Hang on a minute.
Listen to you.
I'm
Who
getting-
do you think you're, Steven Spielberg?
Look at it.
What?
Get an appearance fee here.
Jesus Christ.
Scottish
Look,
League
put it
2.
down.
Scottish League 2. This is where this
The
is the
second
drama.
best title in the country.
My
title race.
jeez. East Kilbride and Spartans. 2 games to go. 1 point in it. East Kilbride are top. Ewan, what's happening in the top of the? What do you think?
Well, you and I have went for East Kilbride from day one, and he's went for Spartans.
Have you know?
I still think East Kilbride are going to win this league title.
I've been asked to go on the Spartans podcast this week
have you?
for all 11 of their listeners. It's just the first team. Maybe
All right. Well,
I'm not going on it
you're
anymore.
not going on it now. Aye.
Spartans, I think Spartans will win it. I just do. I think Spartans will win it.
Spartans at home to Elgin, who are 6th next week. Dumbarton, second bottom against East Kilbride. I think that's advantage East Kilbride. Then the final game of the season, though, East Kilbride at home to 3rd place Clyde.
So
When the
thing-
Spartans travel to 8th place
So
Stirling.
when Spartans play Elgin have still got a chance to get in the playoffs. So that's a huge
They
game
all
for
do.
both clubs. Huge game for both clubs. I still think the East Kilbride will come through and win the league.
All right.
It's exciting nonetheless.
It's
It'll be good.
very, very exciting. Ewan Cameron, your team of the week.
Team of the week, I am going to give to. I'm going to give it to Airdrie for that last minute equaliser against Partick Thistle when it looked as though it was going to be advantage Ross County. But that last minute equaliser, I think, has saved Airdrie from being relegated.
I'll go Inverness. It feels like they've pretty much stamped their name on that League One title, so I'll go for them.
I was
You know?
going to go for Ross County, but I've decided not to. I'm going to go for Dunfermline. Neil Lennon's men into the cup final.
Yeah.
We like Neil Lennon.
Oh,
He's done a
lovely Neil
great
Lennon.
job there, and he deserves it. So
Yeah.
well done, Neil Lennon. Well done to Dunfermline. 23rd of May.
You wanted to talk about Michael Stewart.
Well, I tweeted as soon as the news broke that it was bang out of order that the Scottish Football Association banned Michael Stewart.
Michael Stewart, ladies and gentlemen, the pundit that was supposed to be working on Premier Sports' coverage this weekend, has been told by the SFA he's not welcome at Hampden due to recent comments regarding refereeing and their performance and the critical nature in which he was speaking of head of referees Willie Collum.
Correct. I've always been of the opinion that you're entitled to your opinion, and sometimes you're going to upset people, sometimes you're going to annoy people, frustrate people, anger people. But at the end of the day, when you go, for me, it's a slippery slope when you start banning media pundits or journalists from a football stadium. I think that doesn't look particularly good. Now, I've said before, I've been there and done it, got the T-shirt, been banned from Hampden 3 times over the years, and for voicing an opinion. And there was also a time in which I've spoke about before, so it's not something that's breaking news, but I've maybe not spoke about as public as I'm about to do now. But there was a time when the SFA would phone up one of my bosses and would threaten the radio station of pulling all commercial deals if I didn't shut my mouth.
Oh, that's you banned from Hampden now as well. So
No, but I think
It's a bad. I think it is a bad look for the SFA. And,
no,
and
but what my point is that they've got past. What's it past?
Yeah,
but
all
different
clubs
regimes.
do.
Oh no,
Even
different regimes.
different
Listen,
regimes,
no, this is,
so-
I'm
With the
talking
greatest
about,
respect.
I'm talking about in the noughties here, but,
Like
this, but once-
STV were in the 90s were banned from Celtic.
We were banned from a Premiership club for 1 game this season.
We were also
STV were.
were you?
Yes. So it still happens.
But-
BBC are still banned from Celtic pre-match purses, which is mad.
Yeah.
Listen, you're right, and I'm going to say, I have a horse in this race as a journalist. it's a bad look for the SFA. I would hope that they could reconsider because this
but
weekend.
do you know why they do it? I'll tell you why they do it. They do it to put the fear in you and other journalists.
Correct.
That's why they do it. And when I was dragged up to the 6th floor at the Scottish Football Association, and I sat down in front of Gordon Smith and the PR guy and my boss from the radio station who was trying to get me to shut up about the V-Gate with Barry Ferguson and Alan McGregor. So I had some inside information, and I was going on the Real Radio Football phone-in, and I was giving it all this information, and they wanted me to shut my mouth and to basically stop it. Let's not continue with this negative. It was a hit. George Burley was in charge, etc., etc. And they did say we may pool our sponsorships and our money in regards to Scottish music.
Which is their right, I guess.
Which is their right. And I was dragged into a meeting by my radio boss at the SFA. I sat in the 6th floor. I listened to what they had to say. I then got in the car with the boss. We went back to the radio studio in Baillieston for the Real Radio Football phone-in. The boss, the chief exec, the PR guy at Hampden all thought that I was going to keep my mouth shut, and I didn't. So I went on to the football phone-in that night, and I continued to lambast George Burley, the SFA, Scotland, what I was hearing was happening at Loch Lomond, etc., etc. I then get a phone call at the end of the show at 8 p.m. from my radio boss saying, you need to be in here at 9:30 tomorrow morning. I went in at 9:30 in the morning, and he was about to read the Riot Act because he told me to basically shut up. Let's stop this conversation about Scotland and V-Gate and all that. And before he even got to finish his sentence, I stood and went, I resign. And I resigned on the spot.
There's your dramatic Ewan.
Right? And I walked out, went home, and then at 3:30 in the afternoon, after I'd said what I needed to say, I'm not going to say it here, but I said a few choice words to my boss about how...
hey, come on now, we're all friends here.
And I went home, and I got a phone call at 3:30, and I live in Falkirk. Real Radio was in the Baillieston Business Park.
This is the long
Wait, make a story about you. Honestly, hurry up and get to the punchline.
And I met him in Hart Hill. And he apologised. He goes, and this was his line, him.
Good. Right. But what's
124?
Right. Can we get back to the...
But my point is, they've got previous.
No, but every club has previous. My issue is not...
But it's a slippery slope, Ronnie. And that's my problem. It's a slippery slope. They're trying to take...
No one wins.
They're trying to control the narrative.
Yes.
Right? And that's wrong.
Premier
That's my
Sports
point.
said it. Premier Sports, again, so they had Michael Stewart in a van in one of the SAT trucks on the car park on the Saturday.
Yeah.
And SFA said he's not even allowed in the car park on the Sunday, so he wasn't part of that at all. Premier Sports have taken a very firm stance on it. They will back Michael Stewart. They see it as an act of silencing pundits, X, Y, and Z. No one wins.
No one does win. And do you know who does win?
Michael Stewart.
Michael Stewart. And even
there was a sign at
I
the
know,
game today.
there was.
Free Mikey.
Free Mikey.
Yeah.
By the way, the SFA have done him the biggest favour ever because the vast majority of football fans now who dislike him, don't agree with him, don't think he's a particularly good pundit, they've all rallied round him.
They've managed to make people like Michael Stewart. Well done, the SFA.
By the way, I like Michael Stewart.
I get on well with the guy. I don't agree with everything that he says, but he shouldn't get banned for it.
Let's hope it gets resolved because we're in for, even like this weekend, it was a fantastic weekend of Scottish Cup action.
Yeah, and drama and everything that went with it.
And the whole build-up was Michael Stewart dominated, so I hope it can get resolved. Everyone can just
What are you hearing?
Nice.
Will it get resolved?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
No, I'm not in the corridors of power or Premier or the SFA. I hope it does. Ian Maxwell is a very good man.
Yes.
He's a very good man.
And I do think that the Premier Sports played a blinder.
They did.
I thought they played a blinder. And they've stood by Mikey Stewart and had a wee bit of fun with it, a wee bit of a jab at the SFA.
Oh, they were firm but fair. But listen, they're backing their man.
Yeah, and rightly so.
Rightly so. Let's hope it gets fixed.
You want to do some Ask Us Anythings?
I've got a few Ask Us Anythings.
Go on, fire away.
Can I give you the first one here?
Go for it.
It says, guys, are you doing a live show and where can I get tickets?
Oh, you just made that question up.
Wednesday, the 20th of May, ladies and gentlemen. Tickets on sale now. Search STV Football Radio something.
STV Radio Football Show
STV Radio
Live.
Football Show Live.
Yep.
Yeah.
£10 plus a booking fee. Get on it before it's too late because we will
Why are we
say...
only charging a tenner?
Because we're
Sound, aren't we?
See, the swearing levels have gone through the roof since he's came back.
We are sound.
But what I will say is, genuinely, folks, there is not a lot of these tickets.
No, there isn't.
We're not selling out the Hydro here. So
no,
be
because
quick.
Because the reason we're keeping it nice and cosy,
intimate
is because we're filming it for the actual show.
Correct.
Instead of filming in here, we're going to film it on the road.
I've just thought of a great idea.
What?
You should do some Ronnie Charters karaoke at the end for the people. That's what they came for. That's what
True.
they want.
Okay.
I think we'll definitely do that.
Couple of rosy wines in me, I'll do it. Right, go on. Oh, you've not got that.
I know, I just made it up.
First question from me comes from, where is it? I've got Rachel on TikTok. Hello, Rachel. Thank you for your question. Your lowest footballing moment?
That's a really good question. My lowest footballing moment. I've mentioned it before. It was Scotland against Italy, and that 5 o'clock kickoff.
That's your lowest footballing moment?
I was in
Really?
tears.
Wow.
I've only cried 3 or 4 times in my life at a football match, and that was one of them. And Rob McLean had to do the show for me because I couldn't cope.
This is the man who thought Chris Iwelumo had scored. I know. The man from Coatbridge has put Scotland in front. He's no, the linesman's no. He missed that. Oh, no. But yeah, that's your lowest footballing moment.
Yeah.
Callum Bell.
Lowest as in how I felt. As
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
Ah,
I
it
think
was
that's Rachel's question.
that ruined my weekend. It ruined my weekend because I'd been with Alex McLeish throughout that journey. Going to Paris and beating France at the Parc des
Yeah,
Princes.
yeah.
It was all
Such
that.
a good campaign,
It was
wasn't
such
it?
an emotional campaign. And
Was
we
that
were
Georgia?
So good.
Did Georgia do us
The
a
week
week at home?
before,
It was,
the week
yeah.
before 2-0.
So if we'd have
to
beaten Georgia,
correct, a draw would have been enough against Italy.
I'll go with Dundee United v St Johnstone in the 2014 Cup final at Celtic Park. Not only did we lose the game, but I also got in a fight in that stadium too.
I also remember 1986, but I tried to.
Albert Kidd.
Albert Kidd. That's
Good
I-
the
on
I'm
Albert.
trying to
We need
forget
to get
that.
Albert Kidd in the phone.
That's in the works. Don't you worry.
Is it?
Don't you
What were
worry.
you getting in a fight for?
Because Dundee United fans were getting angry at the team, and then I was like, "Why would you say that about our team?" And then you got in a fight.
If Albert Kidd turns up at the STV Radio Football Show live event,
He's living in Australia.
Yeah,
We're
he's
not
not
going to
gonna
do
make
that.
it.
Right,
Before
good.
people start thinking he's the live guest, we're no paying for him to come to Australia.
if he turns up on Zoom on the live
oh, that
show,
might be a chance.
well, I'll walk out.
what will
Well,
you
you're
do? Will you
bored.
resign? A few choice words. Get a grip, Ronnie. Your lowest footballing moment.
Now,
Aye, his story. I was in Hart Hill and I says to him, I'm leaving. Genuinely. What, make a story about yourself.
I've missed you too. I really did.
Lowest footballing moment. Oh, right, I've got a funny one. It's not a real one, but I genuinely can't think of a, Celtic been so successful.
Scotland hungry at the Euros? No.
Because I was too busy in work mode. I wasn't a fan. I had the greatest championship managing team. Remember Championship Manager?
love
Yeah,
it.
of course. Yeah.
Right. I had the winning formula. I had the team. I think I was in charge of. I'd taken like Albion Rovers from the third tier all the way to the Premiership. We were in the Champions League or something like that.
Is that one of your
The disc broke,
Oh.
snapped.
while you were in the the top flight
I
and
think
in the
I was
Champions
genuinely
League?
sitting. I think I was sitting. I must have been about 12 or 13. I was ready to ask my dad to go and buy me a suit and tie for the Champions League final. Albion Rovers were playing Juventus. It was something mad like that. I
And it
managed
broke.
it. It broke. I know.
That's a low point.
That is dead.
But we're all here, folks, and I can get through it.
I got to Division 1 and Ultimate Team on FIFA.
Okay, let's not. It's who can sound like more of a virgin?
Who
wow.
can sound more like a virgin?
Let's not go into that, please.
Mate.
Stephen, on X, what's your favourite bit of football memorabilia that you own?
I have a training top of the Hearts legend Gary Mackay with the number 15 on the back of it. It's a silver top with Maita on the front of it from, I think, the 80, it might be an 85, 86 season. But yeah, that. Gary Mackay, long sleeve, maroon cuffs, maroon collar, silver top, Maita.
Callum Bell.
I have the ribbon from the Dundee United Scottish Cup winning trophy in 1994. I've still got it in a drawer. Like the ribbon that was on the side of the
Could have been
the
any
trophy.
ribbon.
I know. Who's told you that?
Aye.
Did your dad tell you that he got
Yeah,
you the
he
ribbon?
did, yeah.
Did he? Aye.
Why?
He told you that was the ribbon that was on the cup.
Tenants is spelt with one N, but he said it was
How's
just.
it?
That's what
And
happened
how's
back
your
in the
dad
day.
got a hold of these?
Nah.
I've never
I'll
really
tell you
asked.
how he got hold of these. He went to Clinton's.
Bobby
Right?
Craft.
Aye. He went to wee Hobbycraft and went, there you go, son. That's for the cup final trophy. There you go. Put that in your drawer, eh? Save that.
Oh,
No,
fantastic.
I've never considered that it was made up.
Really?
until
Correct.
Really? Well, that's now your lowest footballing moment as well, because your dad's just done you in.
Aye.
I have a signed Scotland-Argentina programme by Maradona.
Yeah,
So my uncle
Brilliant.
that one
was
Maradona.
my uncle was Maradona. My uncle got it signed for me. Groundsman at Celtic. And they were training at Celtic Park, remember, before they played Scotland?
Aye.
The friendly at Hampden.
They beat us 1-0.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Do you have it framed? Would you
No,
hermetically
I'm now beginning to think that Uncle Mick just signed it himself now that we've done this. Oh, goodness. Right, one more, are we done?
One more.
Come
One
on.
more.
Why not?
Right.
Pick a good one.
Julia on TikTok asks, who was your favourite guest host from the last 4 weeks?
Oh, they were all great. They all offered something.
They're not your children. Pick one.
I mean, I've got a lot of time for Colin Shelley. I really enjoyed that.
That was
show.
a good first week.
That was a good first week.
But then Hamish and Jose Kitson,
That-
we haven't even told you the stories that we couldn't tell on air.
we
Now
tell
you
you.
think what we've, folks, again, I'm going to reiterate it. Think of what we have said on this and pushed to the line.
Aye.
Jose Katongo told a story 3 seconds in
Aye.
that had God coming out going, guys, we need to start again. He can't use that word.
That's amazing.
That show was something else.
And then we had the good old Ian Mitchell, who knew his stuff about the Rangers. Fair play
Yeah, he
to him.
does, yeah, yeah.
Brings a Rangers element to
And
the
then
podcast.
with Rory Hamilton last week.
And then Rory's
Rory was
stories
great.
of his commentaries
Rory's
and stuff from
great.
around Europe.
I'd definitely have him back again.
But
I'd
you-
have them all back.
Yeah, but not before me.
I think we need to.
Well,
we'll have a wee
well done.
talk, shall we?
Yeah.
About next season, maybe.
But get
Do you remember what was said to you at Hampden today? Are you two boys coming back to the podcast?
But do you think he meant it just to me?
Just to you.
Folks, I've signed up. I'm in a 4-year contract. I don't know what Callum's
And we've
doing.
only got Callum on loan until the summer.
He's let's give Olsen. We're getting him back.
Using a couple of pricks. You know,
Right.
Let's do the quiz, shall we?
Oh, we got a quiz, I know.
Yes!
Oh, I forgot about the quiz. Sorry, I thought I was just rambling about these. Right, let's do it quickly. I never
Quiz.
I don't know what the score is because
I've won.
I've not kept up. Should we just start again for this post split?
I was going to make a suggestion.
Go for it.
Go on.
Right. Do you know how I'm meant to be? I've lost the quiz.
Yes, you
Right.
have.
I
You're
have.
rotten at
I've
this.
lost the
Yes,
quiz.
you're not in shot right now. Can you can you lean down a wee bit?
all right,
Thank
okay,
you. Cheers.
Do you think you're Steven Spielberg or something?
No, but it's just someone has to take charge and like have a clue. You know?
I've got an idea.
Go on.
The bet was if I lose the quiz at the end of the season, that you're going to get me dressed in drag.
For the for the final show of the season.
Final show of the season. Now, I've already done that. I mean,
Right.
I've dressed up as a lady boy of Bangkok.
We know.
But I am so confident that Hearts are going to win this league that if they don't, whoever wins the league, I will turn up at the STV Radio Football Show live as a full strip wanker, whether it be a Celtic fan or a Rangers fan.
Deal.
You up for that?
Deal.
Yeah.
Deal.
So I don't have to dress up in drag.
No,
You don't have to
It's
dress
all
up in
in the
drag.
league it's all
All
in
of
the-
them.
It's football drag because you're dressing as another team. Shake my hand. Deal. He's in. You saw it on camera. He's in. Shake Ronnie's hand, please.
You all right with that?
Yep.
Because I'm confident we're going to win the league, so I won't
Okay.
have to dress up as a Rangers or a Celtic player.
Deal. So
Yeah.
that I mean, let's
Full
just,
trip
Can we just
wanker.
say this
Yeah,
is
and you're already half that anyway. Just put the kit on. It'll be complete.
Oh.
spicy.
Right, go.
Right, go. I don't have a pen, by the way. We've only got one, so
Do you want me? I'll just chuck it at
Aye.
you.
Great. I'm
is
glad.
Or why
Alan.
don't you write it down and I'll just shout out my answer?
go.
Go.
Just start with the questions. Can I borrow the intro? Let's just do it. Who scored the winning penalty for Dunfermline on Saturday?
No,
No.
it's a double-barreled boy in it.
It is
Aye.
indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it, but
Nothing?
I can't. No.
Not even
No.
want to try
No,
it.
move on.
It's Oakley Booth.
That's
Oakley
right.
Booth. I wouldn't
That's
have got that.
No.
Okay.
Well, we
Question.
knew it was double barreled.
Yeah.
We're 0 for 1 for both of you.
Yeah.
Which Celtic manager signed Derek Riordan and Gary Caldwell?
Got it.
Well, let me write it down first.
Yeah.
We Chesney.
Strachan. Yeah.
Strachan.
We'll just check.
Chesney. We Chesney.
Strachan.
I like that.
Is it we Chesney?
One each after 2 questions. Question number 3. 2 players scored 16 league goals for Rangers the last time they won the treble. Name either.
Say again.
Treble.
Do that again.
2 players scored 16 league goals for Rangers the last time they won the treble. Name either.
16.
When's the last time they won the treble?
Well, there's your question.
Sorry,
isn't it?
Rangers fans. That was not a jibe.
But I'm like you. When was the last time they won the treble?
Well, that's why it's a
Under
slightly
Sir
more
Walter.
hard- That's why it's a slightly harder answer, isn't it?
Under Sir Walter. Walter must have won the treble,
no,
surely.
McLeish won the treble.
McLeish won the treble.
That was in the noughties.
Right, McLeish.
McLeish won the treble. So who was the strikers at that particular time? Go and give us that question again.
Yes, sir. 2 players scored 16 league goals for Rangers.
In the
la-
same season.
Yeah, they both scored 16 league goals in the same season.
Oh, I've got it.
And they were both so they were the top scorers for the
You
league
want
for
one of
Rangers.
them?
I just want one of them. But let Ronnie write one down first. Settle down.
Right, you don't say anything. I'll shout you what I think. Peter Lovencrans.
Interesting.
I went shot at Avaladze.
You're both incorrect. Barry Ferguson, Ronald de Boer.
Barry Ferguson scored 16 league goals. Fair
didn't.
play.
Barry Ferguson. I
Barry
called him
Ferguson.
the crab for years and he scored 16 goals.
It was
In
a-
one
De Boer.
season.
It was
De Boer, of course,
It was
De Boer.
a Ferguson. So let's hope it was Barry.
Yeah.
Question number 4. You guys are on one each on question 4. Which English side is Ben Brogio on loan at Falkirk from? You two are dreadful today.
I've got that. I've got
Okay,
it.
well, you don't need to write it down. Ronnie, write down something.
Write down something. I think I've got this.
I hope you're right.
I'm in with Falkirk, you know that. You got an answer?
No.
Just write something down, Ron. It's
I'm
an
going to go
English team.
Middlesbrough.
Aston Villa.
It's Aston Villa. 2-1 going into the final question.
It's Aston Villa, is it?
Aston Villa.
Up you. It was John McGinn.
The final question is a Hearts question.
I'm 2-1 up, so I can't lose.
What's that?
Oh, no, we're
Steady.
going to a
Steady.
tiebreaker. Go on.
You can, yeah, you could still
Go.
lose. Hearts signed Kizaridis from a club
Oh.
based in which country?
I know I'm winning this now because I know
Nah,
I'm not getting it.
Yeah,
He's
he's not,
definitely-
I'm not getting it either, but
Nah.
I don't know.
It's no Greece, because that'd be too obvious. He's no comfy Greece.
Ronnie, I just need you to write down an answer.
It's not Greece, is it? You can give us that. It's not Greece.
It's not Greece.
Correct. I'm going to go for... Do you want to shout a country and I'll just go for something that's not what you've chosen?
You go first. Give me time to think.
I'm going to say that Kizaridis was bought from the second tier of Belgian football.
Cool.
I'll say Cyprus.
Imagine if you'd pulled out of the bag there.
I like Cyprus.
The answer is Slovakia.
How are we going to get that?
Doesn't
Honestly.
matter. I won by 2 points to 1.
Ewan wins the quiz.
Ewan wins the quiz. Congratulations.
Well done, Ewan.
Post split, you're a new man.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere because we need to punt tickets again. So stay here and put your mic on your mouth.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going live. STV Radio Football Show live. We're on sale. Tickets are on sale now. Go for it.
Yeah.
£10 a ticket. Plus your booking fee. You get to come and have an £1.63 booking fee.
Nothing.
You get to come on a night out with us. It's good fun. We've got Frank McAvenny. We've got our very own lovely Cat Harvey.
Stephen O'Donnell.
The
Stephen
nicest
O'Donnell.
man in football.
And,
And
1, 2, 3.
So we
special
started this
guests.
podcast with 2 special guests. I think maybe when we walk out the door, maybe 4.
No, there's definitely 3 because I forgot about him. He wants to come along.
I don't know
Aye.
who you're talking about. Tell me off here.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The other one, it's circumstantial. And the other one is, we don't want to say it yet because,
We can't.
yeah.
But one of them's amazing. One of them's amazing.
Oh,
You've never seen him live before.
I'm really excited about the mystery guest. I think it'll be.
But see that mystery guest?
The big one, yeah.
Yeah, are they okay with the other people that are on the panel?
We've no asked them.
They'll be fine.
You think?
I think they've got a bigger problem with you than any other guest.
Oh, true.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, you know where to get your tickets from. STV Radio Football Show Live. Go get your tickets. There's only a limited number, and you can spend an evening with Callum Bell, Ewen Cameron, and I. Welcome back.
It's been so nice to be back. Thanks for letting me back for one show only.
Do you know what? In all the years I've worked in radio and I've worked in television and I've worked on podcasts, these are the longest goodbyes ever. Can we just say cheerio and get out of here?
Did you miss me?
You told a 10-minute monologue about how you went to Hart Hill and resigned for Real Radio. I'll wait and take your face. You've got the face like a ripped-out bathtub. Right, thank you so much for listening and watching. Please like, share, subscribe on all the videos and comments. And
what to do, just leave.
What a prick.
he's like thrush, isn't he? Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.
The STV Radio Football Show, brought to you by CR Smith.
The STV Radio Football Show is brought to you by CR Smith. CR Smith are local everywhere in Scotland. They offer great finance rates so you can get the best products for your home at an affordable rate. CR Smith are Scotland's top rated windows and doors company on Trustpilot. Make sure you're on the ball. Head to crsmith.co.uk to get stuck into the amazing windows and doors. Thank you very much to CR Smith, and thank you for listening. We'll catch you next time on the STV Radio Football Show.